Oh, it's hard. It's heavy. Doing it with one hand. So, I've got COVID, and that means I cannot leave my room for the next couple of days, and it sucks for a couple of reasons, but the main one being that there's currently a huge snowstorm happening in Israel, which is a very rare thing, and I've been wanting to shoot that for a very long time. I even got some models and some shoots planned, and I had a lot of ideas. And then yesterday I tested positive for COVID, and now I'm stuck here. But that's life, sometimes things get in the way and you just gotta make the best out of it. So I figured that since I practically have all the time in the world, I try out something I've been wanting to do for quite some time but never got around doing so, and that is lifestyle product photography. My first idea is to do sort of a travel photo, even though I'm not able to leave my room, but I want to create sort of a flat lay and then add some depth using my legs and my torso, something like that. But first I gotta figure out what kind of items I want to have in my flat lay. The first item that comes to my head is notebook. So I'm gonna take these two notebooks and a pen, and we'll continue from there. I also think that I can use my fake film camera. That's a nice prop that I really like to use in my shoots. So I'm gonna use my notebooks and my camera. I also think this water bottle can do a pretty good job, even though it's all scratched, but hey, it's got a nice aesthetic and I like it. Since when I'm traveling, I'm usually doing it with a camera and a lot of camera equipment, I'm going to add the Sony a7S Mark II and the 7200 to the shot. I think it's going to make it look good. And because of that, if I'm using a camera, I also need some memory cards. I think I'll add 3 memory cards or something. And I'll also add a laptop because I need something to edit my photos with. For lighting, I'm using the Aputure 300D Mark II, and since I don't have a softbox for it right now, I'm bouncing it from the wall to the floor to make the light softer. And I think that sums up my props that I'm going to use. So I'm gonna start organize everything on the floor, and we'll see what happens. It's looking pretty good in my opinion. I just want to add 2 more SD cards over there because I think there's an empty space and I want to fill it up, so I'm gonna do that. Look at this. Look at this beautiful case. Okay. 1. Okay, this is looking very good. I dig it. For my settings, I'm going to try out a couple different things. First things first, I'm going to put my aperture around f4 and change the ISO and the shutter depending on that, because I want everything to be in focus, but I still want to have a slight bokeh around like the flat lay. So f4, and we'll see what the ISO and shutter will be. Also, I'm going to be changing the focal length between, I think, 24 to 35, maybe even 50, but I think we'll stick to that 24 or 35 range, and we'll see what happens. What I'm doing right now is I'm changing the position of my feet, or when I'm standing, or the angle of the camera, just to get a variety of shots so I can pick the best one. This is looking so good, guys. Wow, it's hard. It's heavy. Doing it with one hand. Alright. I'm done with the first shot. What I ended up doing is that I used my passport to make the shot more symmetrical, because I noticed that when I'm holding the camera like this, my jacket goes up and fills a little bit of the frame on the right, and then I had some dead space on the left, so I decided to take my passport to make it a little bit more symmetrical. It turned out pretty good in my opinion, I'm very happy with it, so let's continue to the next one. Before we continue to the next shot, I want to give you a quick tip for product photography or photography in general, and that is get a variety of shots. Yes, I just got the poster shot, the main shot, the shot that I wanted, and I could be done. I can say to myself, well, yeah, let's pack it up, let's organize it, let's put everything back where it should be, but I can still get more shots out of this flat lay. Let's say, for example, that I want to shoot this way. That is a pretty cool shot in my opinion, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but having it later, having the option to choose, maybe let's say I want to post a carousel to Instagram and I don't want to only post the flat lay, I also want to post more photos from different angles. The fact that I shot it right now, or would have shot it, made it easier for me. So when you're shooting, yes, go get the shots that you planned, the shots that you wanted, but after you're done with it, look around, find more interesting compositions and get a variety of shots, because it will just help you get better. For my next shot I want to photograph these orange shoes. I think they look pretty cool, and whenever I think about the color orange, the first thing that comes to my mind is oranges. So I've asked my parents to bring me some oranges, and I'm going to use my couch as a backdrop, organize it and get some pretty cool product shots. Couple of shots I'm going to be switching to the 50mm f1.4 to get more detailed shots. Alright, I'm pretty happy with how these shots are turning out. I think I'm just gonna wrap things up, some leaves fell to the floor, gonna clean the mess, and I'll just talk with you guys in the outro. I've been trying to record an outro for ages now and I keep messing it up one time after another, so hopefully this time I'll be able to do it. So, what do I want to say about this shoot? It was pretty interesting. I think the fact that I'm not allowed to leave this room sort of forced me to put a limit on myself, and because of that I had to be more creative, and it felt pretty good. And I'm also very happy with how the photos turned out. I think they're very good, if I might say so myself. There are some things I would have changed, like the color of the backdrop in the shoe shots. I would have loved it if it would have been a little bit more blue. I think it would have complemented the orange of the shoes way more than the black that I had going on. But that's the color of my couch and I can't leave my room, so gotta work with what you have. I did went into Photoshop in one of the photos and changed the hue of the couch to something a bit more bluish. I'm not sure how that turned out, but I still did it. It was nice, and I'd love to hear your opinion on it, so let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. I don't know why, but I really enjoy this type of photography, so I'll probably make more videos around it in the future, and I'd love to hear if you guys are also interested in that, so let me know. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, maybe learned something from it. If you did and you want to help me out, you can leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell, follow me on Instagram, all that stuff, do whatever you want. It was great hanging out with you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Freaking finally! I've been trying for so long! Woo! Ah! Yes! I really want to go out, guys. I'm stuck here because of COVID, and I just want to go out, so that's why I'm like this. See you in the next one. Bye!